Hello. Buenas noches. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. And a merry man keep dreaming. Ugliness. Ugliness. Prettiness. Ugliness. We're just going to get this out of the way
Okay,
now.
well, okay, yes. Let's just jump in because he's being a pain in the butt. It's Mickey. I'm having hot cocoa.
I'm having Pepsi. Thank you, Melon Marsh, for my beautiful officiant mug that I received on the day of your wedding. It was fun. It was good times. Cheers. Happy holidays, my love. Now, on today's episode of the Casa Family Vlog, what should you do once you booked your Walt Disney World vacation?
You picked your hotel. You booked it, and now it's time to really dive in and start
Now
planning.
It's like, oh, you hit that click button like, oh, we did it. Oh, God.
You
Now what do
decided
you
how
do?
many parks you're going to already. You decided how many days you're staying. And book. You drop some money. What do you do next? That is what we're going to discuss today.
Ready?
Always.
Into it. Number one, if you haven't, now if you're like Rebecca and myself,
We have a problem.
We have a tendency of booking the hotel, then figure everything else out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this in the perspective of how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be how you all do it, obviously.
No, but everything we say, take it, think about it, and apply it to your lives. Apply it to your vacation and see what would you do next.
So we usually do, again, if you've seen our other videos, we like to stay and rent points from people and stay at a Disney Vacation Club resort, which are harder to get. So we have a tendency of booking those first before we do anything else. Then we'll figure everything else out, like transportation.
Booking your flights.
Like flights. So that's the first thing that we tend to do after we get the confirmation of our Walt Disney World hotel resort stay, is check flights. Now, we try to check flights as early as we can, but we noticed that like maybe 3 months before is usually the best price.
Yeah, I think we played with all of it.
We do.
I think 3 months out is probably the latest. We wait to book, and usually we find a decent price at that time.
Yeah.
But we typically find Delta or JetBlue, depending on which one offered the better pricing, and depending on what's more convenient of what airport we go to. And at least for JetBlue, they're good at price matching. They'll drop the prices. If the prices drop and you catch it, you call them and let them know, and they'll give you credit.
Yeah. We have TripIt Pro for that. It's a great app. I don't know how we haven't talked about this before, actually.
This is true. We've been using TripIt for
many years, and I decided last year to up it to TripIt Pro. So it's the paid version, and they actually track prices. They track if you want better seats. They track your points, your mileage for all of your airlines and car rentals. So it's a really good app to use. It keeps everything concise. It keeps everything, your entire vacation is organized right there in one app, and it actually syncs it to your calendar. Yes. So the next one, now once you have your flights, are you going to do a car rental? Now for those of you that know, this is probably very repetitive for us because we've actually talked about this before, but are you going to use a car? What kind of transportation are you going to use getting from the airport to your Walt Disney World hotel? And then from your hotel, how are you going to get around? Are you going to use any form of Disney transportation, or are you going to be like us and use the car? So that's something else to think about.
Correct. From there, Ricky and I usually sit down and discuss what parks we're going to hit.
That's right.
This is a big part of the trip. So this is where you really have to sit down, discuss with your partner or whoever you're going with, even if it's a girls' trip.
I wouldn't even say just partners, but if you're a big family and your children are of that age where they
provide input,
you
want to discuss what parks you want to hit, because every park has obviously different theming, different types of rides. So if you have a person in your family that's really into Toy Story, like our son is, you want to hit Hollywood Studios. But if you have a little girl who's in love with the princesses, you're gonna want to hit Magic Kingdom. Then let's say you're doing one of those nice adult vacations and it's just you and you and your partner, a girls trip, a guys trip, and you're doing a Disney trip and you want to do a bunch of adult fun, let's hit Epcot. Drinking all day, eating all day is not a bad way to go.
We're gonna go build a lightsaber. That's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna build a lightsaber, boys. Smuggler's Run, Rise of the Resistance.
But see, then there goes up. You don't have to. You've already decided how many days you're going to the park, so.
And Toy Story Mania. I have to beat my friends at Toy Story Mania.
That's a boy thing. I'm thinking some girls might be down for Magic Kingdom with me. Ew.
Sure.
That face was unnecessary. Anywho, so now you've got to decide what parks you're gonna go. From there, the next stop is once you know what parks you're going to, you can start talking about dining reservations.
Oh, yeah.
Now, dining reservations obviously aren't only for the parks. You can do Disney hotels, you can do Disney Springs, which is massive, especially for those adult trips. I mean, you can take your kids there, but some of those like must-hit restaurants, a little on the fancier side.
Yeah.
A little, just a smidge.
Adult beverage. Yeah. There's a few that we wanted to hit, and then we had Danny, and we're like, well, can't go to those anymore.
We're going to hold off for a while until Danny's a little bit older.
I agree.
But now you want to sit down and really think about your dining reservations. You have a plethora of options for food in Disney World.
That's right.
You literally can start with the cuisine you want, then move over to how a price range of said cuisine that you want, and take it down the list. There's some. Go on YouTube and take a look at dining reviews. Sometimes that's our thing lately. We've been watching dining reviews for Disney World to see what restaurants we should hit up.
And then not only with what restaurants, does the dining package make sense for you on this trip?
Because Disney World brought back the dining plan, and they brought it back with two different versions. A table service version and then a quick service version. And let's say you're really doing that trip and you want to pre-plan those meals, the dining plan might be the way to go. You might save money in the long run because you're prepaying for meals while you're there. And depending on which one you get, you can do a sit-down table service meal every day. It includes snacks. It includes quick service meals or just grab-and-go things. And, I mean, that's a really good option for anybody who's going, whether you're doing a family trip or a friend's trip. Because who wouldn't want to not have to worry about paying for everything out of pocket the entire time? Because if you pre-plan with your dining, when you're on vacation, all you have to do is worry about money for souvenirs. It's not a bad way to go.
No, not at all.
I would say this. It's one of our next things that we want to give a shot. Because we wanted to start doing the dining plan. And then they took it away for a while. And it's back. And I think that's at least what I've been playing with in my mind. Just so you know.
I had no idea.
I want to start thinking about maybe on our next trip trying out the dining plan. Just to see how it goes.
All right.
See if it does save us money in the long run. And then we can let you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
If playing for the dining plan up front is actually worth it, which I think it might be. I really do. The only one park that I'm thinking in my head that it might not be worth it for is Epcot.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. Well, we'll have to go to find out.
See, he has already agreed.
The next one, and this is definitely something that we are going to start taking more consideration, is researching the height requirements for the rides. Because Danny is getting to be that age where we know that he can get on a good chunk of rides, but there are some where he may or may not be on the cusp of getting on. So, and then to go along with that one is if you think and we're going to try this as well, is if you think that he may be able to do a new ride that he hasn't done before, we're going to try and find that ride on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
To kind of get him accustomed to that ride. Now, if it's a new ride that I haven't done and we're going to all be doing it together for the first time, I don't like spoilers. I like to experience that ride for the first time.
We didn't watch anything for the Star Wars.
I wish I would have known about Guardians of the Galaxy, because I will never do that ride again, nor would I have done that in the first place. Roller coaster and spinning? No.
We've talked about this in a previous video.
Many times.
And his top of his list of I won't do is spin. You sure I wasn't going backwards?
But both.
Okay.
It's both.
Anyway,
it's almost a tie.
And we didn't look at anything about Guardians, and I was excited, so I said, let's do it. Guardians of the Galaxy. It can't be. Oh man, that thing was awesome.
That thing was horrible. Horrible.
He walked out of there like, I'm never doing that again. And my first response was, I have to go on again.
My face was the color of this green. Okay? My face was the color of this green.
I'm all about the adrenaline rush.
That is surrounding Deadpool. Okay? So, but yes, we definitely want to get Danny accustomed to new rides, so he's not that scared or nervous when he's going on it. So that is definitely going to be one.
Like one of our next trips that we're discussing. I think Danny might be tall enough to do Slinky Dog Dash. And obviously he still loves Toy Story. But we haven't been able to take him on yet because he's been too small. But our little boy is growing way too fast for Mommy's liking. Because he's just so tall. He's like above average tall too,
Thank God.
Which is
glad he got his daddy's genes and not his mama's genes.
Cut it out. I don't like you right now.
I made her lose her train of thought.
Yes, you did.
Slinky Dog.
Slinky Dog Dash. I've always wanted to go on it. We've only done it maybe twice.
Yeah.
Before Danny was born?
Yes.
And I haven't been on since because every time we go over with the kids, and I don't like riding roller coasters by myself. But now I'm going to have a partner. Like when those rides come and he's like, yeah.
I can do Slinky Dog.
He's going to be with me.
I can do Slinky Dog. There are no flips or twists or turns. Or there are turns, but no twists.
Nothing crazy.
No.
It's still meant for kids. It's just a kiddie ride. But it's a fast-paced kiddie ride. So I think that's the one out of all of the rides that I'm really looking forward to him meeting that height requirement. But that's the thing though, right? You want to just look at the height requirements on the rides because you don't want to go there with your child excited. Yeah, we're going to do this ride. And then they just don't meet the cut. And then you got to keep in mind, they actually have the stanchions outside the rides that they have to stand under and prove that they meet that height. And I've seen it, people have them, but my child's the height. If they're measuring correctly at home and the charts are just a smidge off or a smidge too low, that poor baby's not got his expectations up and they're not letting him on the ride. Yep. And that would be heartbreaking for me. So you gotta ease them into it. Hey, we're gonna try it. I think you might be, but we'll see what happens when you get there.
Yeah, and hopefully if they do get on, hopefully it's a ride that has the capability to take pictures. And what better way to capture pictures than deciding whether or not you want to do the memory maker.
Which is the next big thing that we've talked about in the past.
So we've definitely talked about it in the past. We are big proponents for the memory maker, especially if you're going to be there for a good couple of days. I would say if you're going to do the parks for 3 days, do the memory maker. What do you think? 3 days?
Yeah, I think
they offer single day memory makers.
They do.
And they offer like a whole trip memory maker. Yes. We've talked about it in the past. We've talked about prices in the past as well. Okay, so you need to make decisions what you want to do. If it's 2 days or less, maybe it's best for just do the single day memory maker.
Yeah,
if you're going 3 days,
go to.
If you're going 3 days or more, you have the whole trip memory maker. You have nothing to worry about. Magic band, bing bang boom, boop, memory maker, boop boop boop.
It's just okay for us. I know we've talked about it. We've been a multitude of times, but every time we go, it's a different experience. The kids are older. We're older. as many times as we've been to Disney World, there's still things we haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
And I love coming back with those memories. A couple years ago, we lost a member. We're going to get on a serious note here.
I don't know where we're going with this.
We lost a member of our family, and when we went looking for photos, we realized we didn't have enough with this person. And ever since then, I've made it a point to try and take more photos. And I always liked being in the moment for things. And that's why I was never behind my phone snapping pictures. I enjoyed the memory. But not being able to find photos to have those memories bothered me. So I want to be able to remember when I'm a vieja and I'm old and my kids are off having their own families, because I'm boy mom. So they're going to be off living their wonderful lives with their wives.
The boys are sleeping.
I want to be able to look back at when they were itty bitty and look at this, what he did. Look at this, what he did. Oh, do you remember how small they were? And then when they bless me with grandbabies, I want to compare them to see how they look if they match my kids.
You're crazy.
Listen, female train of thought. That's the best I can give you. Anyway,
once you've decided whether or not you're going to do the memory maker, the next thing to really kind of research and decide, are there any social events going on, any special ticketed events going on?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going during spooky season?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going during Merry Time? Are you going during Flower and Garden, which is coming up next year, 30th anniversary? Yes. Something to think about. Okay? Or right now during the Festival of the Holidays at Epcot,
mm-hmm.
or, you know, during the holiday season, which is going on right now, you have two options. You have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party
mm-hmm.
at Magic Kingdom, or Jollywood Nights in Hollywood Studios.
Jollywood Nights is more of a newer event. This was the second year it's been running. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party has been around for a long time now.
So you need to make decisions. What are you going to do? Are you going to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to go to Jollywood? Are you going to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? If you are going to go to those things, okay, you can take a half day off and go only in the afternoon. You don't have to buy 2 tickets, because even though those 2 parties start, I believe, at 7 p.m.,
correct,
your ticket can get you in starting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, round about that time. So you can take the morning off, you can spend some quality time in the resort area, enjoy the pool, go do something else, have a nice morning in,
yeah,
you know, half the rope drop.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Okay? You can take the morning off, rest, relax your feet, get dressed, have a nice breakfast, lunch, and then make your way to whichever park you're going to at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And you can be there from 3 to whatever time it closes, because it is just for you. Less lines. I wouldn't want to say less people, but less lines. Sometimes people say the best time to go on rides is when the parades or the fireworks are going on. I don't know about fireworks. I mean, maybe sometimes we prefer the regular old-fashioned fireworks versus the special ticketed fireworks.
Yeah, we'll have
I think my wife would agree with that.
The last Christmas party we went to, I was very underwhelmed.
Yes.
With the fireworks compared to Magic Kingdom's Happily Ever After, which
every time.
It makes me cry.
So then, you know, maybe that's the time to go do your meet and greets with the special characters that are not usually around, or go ride the rides that have special overlays during those special times. Jingle Cruise, right? Or, you know, you have to do the Haunted Mansion during the spooky season. So, Disneyland. I mean, in Disneyland, or, you know, go meet those characters that have those special costumes, or the characters that are very rare to see on a regular basis. Like when we went the last time we did Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, Moana was there.
Yeah.
Dressed in holiday gear.
I was watching some videos for Jollywood Nights, and who did they have?
They had Baloo.
Oh, thank you, Baloo. That's who I was thinking of. In my hair, I was thinking. In my hair.
You have lots of hair.
In my head, I was thinking about Lotso, because they had Lotso in Toy Story.
They did have Lotso in Toy Story. Yeah, and Bo Peep.
And Bo Peep.
Bo Peep. So, you know, things to think about. What are you going to do? That might change your itinerary as to how many parks you're going to visit, how many tickets you're going to have to buy.
Yeah.
Things to think about. Okay, then after that, Are there any refurbishments or any closures going on? Okay, beginning early next year, Los Tres Caballeros, the Grand Fiesta Tour ride in Epcot in the Mexican Pavilion will be closed down for a few months for refurbishments. Okay, we all remember last year, pretty much Splash Mountain was closed and it just opened up under a new banner of Tiana's Bayou. Okay, so you have to take those things into consideration. What rides must you do? Okay, and it's not just rides. Your hotel that you're staying in might be having refurbishments going on as well.
Well, I hope you looked into that.
At this point,
we hope you
might
already
be a little
looked into
late.
Because like next year, Polynesian is still under construction because they're building the island tower.
That's right.
And they're doing refurbishments around the resort. But I had a train of thought, and then you distracted me with the Polynesian. And
I didn't. You said Polynesian. I didn't even say it.
Never mind. Continue.
Well, it's a losing battle, people.
It's not. It's just
a losing battle.
trying to explain myself, and it's not coming out correctly.
Okay, what was it about? Refurbishments?
It's okay. I'll figure it out.
Okay, and last but not least.
Sorry.
Oh, you see what I mean?
It came and it's going away again.
Hurry! Grab it.
You said some. Oh, okay. Follow. Stop talking. Let me talk.
She lost it again.
He mentioned the refurbishments, and I was gonna go ahead and throw in there, like we previously talked in our previous video about some of the top mistakes that people make when going to Disney World.
That's right.
Not doing their research beforehand and figuring out what will be under refurbishment, what might be closed.
And
that was my thought, that I was trying to throw that video in there.
Righty. And last but not least, my wife's favorite thing to do. And you don't have to do this. I would probably say start doing this about a month out.
No, that's not enough time.
I will stop talking.
Yeah, because I'm the one who does it.
Take it away.
The last thing I would say for those families out there planning outfits. I've said it. I am a planner. I like to have everything written down, preset, ready to go. And if you're going on that trip and you're excited and you want to dress up with your family, you're going to a ticketed event, or you're taking that big family trip. We did family shirts when we went to Disney World with Ricky's family. When we go to the holiday parties, we usually wear some type of Halloween shirt. Or for like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, you can actually dress up in costume. The only time that you're permitted to be in Disney World, in the parks, in a full-blown costume.
As an adult.
As an adult, yes. The kids can do it.
Kids can do it pretty much all year round.
But like planning those outfits, I like to have outfits for each park, because then it also prevents me from overpacking. One of those other things we discussed in our previous video, talking about some mistakes that people make, because then it leaves me room to shop. But then I like us to match sometimes. Like Ricky has some shirts that match with the kids, and it's cute to go to Animal Kingdom Park and you're gonna walk around and you're gonna be in the same shirts as other people. All the dads are in the Hakuna Matata shirt, and then they match their kids in the Hakuna Matata shirt. That's right. It's just fun. But if we're going to Hollywood Studios, we decide whether we're gonna do Star Wars for the trip or we're gonna do Toy Story, or are we gonna do both and just split it midday, because sometimes the weather, like we said, you take a look at the weather. One of those days might be like 90 degrees. You might want to change shirts midday because you're gonna be sweaty. But paying outfits is awesome, because you can go Disney bounding, and it's a whole nother lot of information. Google it. It's the best way for someone else to understand it. Google what Disney bounding is. It's a lot of fun, and then you plan it out, and that's definitely the first step of packing your life away into doing a Disney World, which is why I said you need more than 30 days, because
apologies,
if you have intentions of specific outfits, you might need to buy items, especially like if you're doing custom shirts for a family vacation. You need some time, because those Etsy shops can't turn things over so quickly.
Very true.
But yeah, I'm gonna say that's the last thing.
I think so. I think we covered a lot. I think that's
plenty.
What to do there. So I think what happened?
I don't know. I don't know what it did. Anyway, continue.
All I saw was a flash.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Anywho.
We've made it to the end of another video.
Yes.
Please like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Okay? We have a very, very big announcement coming up very, very soon.
I'm excited.
Okay? We're
Some
very
of you
excited.
might know already what we're
if you follow
about.
if you follow us on social media, or if you follow
our personal pages.
Yeah, on social media, you already know. But
it's okay. We're gonna
coming
let all
up
of you
very
in.
soon. Coming up, the official announcement of what we're about to talk about. So thank you all very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a happy, wonderful holiday season. Have a Merry Christmas.
Wait.
Give me your cup. Make it snappy. Oh, this is really hot still.
It's hot chocolate.
Oh my God, I thought it'd be cold by now.
Look. She is beautiful. As we have discussed in the past, I'm a big Beauty and the Beast fan. Ricky was kind enough to order me the Beauty and the Beast popcorn bucket. Now it lights up inside, and each side is a different design.
Kind of want to turn the lights off, but
No.
I don't at the same time. Tilt it forward.
Okay. And then the last side.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Like, she's gorgeous.
She is.
It has a flower on top. It lights up from the inside. Let's see what happens. Does it make a difference if I turn off the lights? You guys are looking at it. No, never mind. I'm just going to leave it. But that is our centerpiece for this evening's video. We're trying to keep on trend with that one. It's been difficult for the holiday season.
It is.
I need to buy more Disney holiday stuff.
That's fine. Let's go to Home Goods.
You heard it. You heard it. Ladies, you
Home
heard
Goods,
it.
TJ Maxx. So,
Anyway,
again,
anywho.
Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate. And Happy Kwanzaa to those who celebrate. And now I will shorten it. Merry Chris Mahana Kwanzaa to all. And to all, a good night. Bye.